Hi guys. All right, I want to show you a few things about formatting your papers. All right, we need to use MLA style. I'm going to explain to you what that is. And I should mention that there is some advice in our textbook about MLA formatting. It's in chapter 14, around page 362, but it focuses on citations and works cited, and we'll use that a little bit later in the semester. Today, we just want to focus on formatting your paper, how the first page of it should look, for example. English departments use the MLA style guide for formatting essays and citing sources. This is standard across pretty much all the colleges and universities. MLA is the Modern Language Association, and you'll see that I made a folder for us in Blackboard that provides resources on MLA and the online writing lab at Purdue, which they call the OWL at Purdue. I'll show you that in a minute. I've also provided examples in that folder and some links to those websites. All right. Just a few little screenshots so you can see what I posted. I posted an announcement that should have gone out to you, letting you know that I created this new folder. It's right here. It's called Resources, MLA and OWL at Purdue. And then when you click here, it's going to open up to this page, and you're going to see some links to these websites and a sample document. And this just is a little bit bigger here. And showing you that these are the links to the online writing lab at Purdue, to specifically their MLA guidelines, and the section of the MLA website that is about formatting papers. Okay. All right, so we're going to check it out. When you click on the MLA link, it's going to take you directly to this page that has to do with formatting a research paper. Or when you click on the link to the Purdue site, it'll take you right to this section that's about using MLA. Okay, and let's go over to Blackboard. So we're going to just go look for this folder and click on it. Alrighty, so here's our Blackboard site. It will usually open up to your announcements, and this is the same for section 070 and section 071. All right, so you'll see that there's this announcement that I created, and then here's our weekly folders. Here's the peer review group blog folder, and then here's the MLA and OWL at Purdue page. And then here's the link to the online writing lab at Purdue, and here's the link to the MLA Style Center. So let's go there. When you go there, it has some hot links at first about margins, text formatting, heading and title, the running head with page numbers, and you'll see that all those sections are right here if you just scroll down. And it shows you also a little picture of the first page of an essay. So you've got the student's name, the professor's name, the course, the date. The title is not in bold, it's not huge, it's just a regular 12-point font like the rest of the paper, and it's centered, and you use initial caps. So the the first letter of each major word gets capitalized, right? And then you indent, use the tab button to indent 1/2 inch for each paragraph. Okay, and then the running head with page numbers, you set this up on page 2. It's just the pagination, like you let the word the software give you your page numbers automatically, and you put in your last name as well with a space after your last name, right? So it looks like that. And then let's go ahead and go on over to back to here. And I just want to show you this little example that I pasted in. So you've got the student name, the professor name, the course, the date, and then just on the next line, there's not like a huge gap here, it's just the next line, and the title is centered. The font matches the rest of your essay. It's not like gigantic, it's not bold, it's not underlined, it's just plain old boring font. But you capitalize the first word of all the first letter of all the major words. And then you hit the tab key to indent, right? You do the same thing here and here. It's a, the indent, the beginning of each new paragraph, right? And then when you click here, you'll get a sample document, which I've already opened. So I'm just going to go over to here. All right, and then I wanted to show you a little trick here, which is that normally when you hit enter, you get automatically a return that's appropriate for a new paragraph, which in Word it gives it quite a bit of room. But if you do this thing where you hold the Shift key and then you hit enter, just for your heading on the first page, notice how it just makes it like just a little bit tighter. It looks a little better. So your name, professor name, course, date, you hit enter, you write your title. I like to do it, I'll show you how I like to do it. So let's pretend that I hadn't centered that yet. So I would have my date, I would hit enter, then I would type my title or a placeholder for it, then I would hit enter, hit the tab key, and begin writing, right? And then once I've already done all of that, then I select my title and I center it. And then I don't have to mess around with that again. If I center it before I write this next paragraph, then this next line is going to be centered too, and I'm going to have to go over here and uncenter it. It's just easier to kind of just do it, get this far, and then go back and highlight the title and center it. And then again, you use the tab key to indent. And then for the running header, let's see, this is not, for the font, the standard is Times New Roman. That's what MLA asks for. It should be, a professional looking font. And I use on my Mac, it's Pages, so it does it a little differently, but it would, if I didn't have a heading here, a header here, it would say insert page numbers. And so I would use the function to automatically insert the page numbers. They'd show up over here at first, and then I would use this alignment tool to bring it over to the right, and then type in your last name with a space, right? Like sometimes people do it like that, but there should be a space. And there's an option to omit it from the first page. There's like a little box you can check in Word that's called different first page. It's a little different in Google Docs. If you don't know how to do that and it shows up on the first page, it's okay. It's no big deal. It's fine. All right. So I guess that's all that I'm going to show you for now, but I just wanted to give you a sense of how to do the formatting, and if you have questions, just let me know. Don't stress, do the best you can. I do want you to try to format your paper the right way, but I don't want you to lose sleep over it. Just do the best you can, okay? And try to have fun writing your essay, and I hope you get your peer review, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Alrighty, thanks a bunch, guys.